What if I told you that for most of human history, you would have never been truly alone? Not once, not ever. No locked doors, no private bedrooms, no moment where every sound, every movement, every breath wasn't potentially witnessed by someone else. So how did humans survive thousands of years, sleeping, eating, and living in constant close proximity to others? Did ancient humans even understand privacy the way we do? And if not, what does that say about whether privacy is actually a basic human need or something we invented much more recently than you'd think? Let's go back, not decades, tens of thousands of years, to small hunter-gatherer bands living in shared shelters, open camps, and tightly packed caves. For most of human existence, personal space as we understand it today simply didn't exist in the way it does now. Here's the first surprising truth. Privacy, as a private physical space, is a relatively recent human invention. Anthropologists studying traditional societies have found that in most small-scale communities throughout history, multiple family members, sometimes entire extended families, lived, slept, and ate within a single shared space. There were no walls between rooms, no separate bedrooms, just one communal area where nearly everything happened in view of everyone else. But here's where things get strange. If ancient humans had virtually no physical privacy, how did they manage basic emotional needs, personal thoughts, or moments of vulnerability? The answer isn't found in physical space. It's found in social behavior. Anthropological research, including studies on modern hunter-gatherer societies like the Juhuansi of the Kalahari, reveals something fascinating. Many small-scale societies developed sophisticated, unspoken social codes, subtle behaviors like averting eyes, lowering voices, or physically turning away, that created what researchers call social privacy, even without physical walls. Now ask yourself, if you can't physically hide from others, how do you protect your inner world? Then scientists discovered something unexpected. A concept called civil inattention, first described by sociologist Irving Goffman, suggests that humans developed an incredible psychological skill, the ability to be present around others while mentally and socially ignoring specific behaviors, creating a kind of invisible privacy boundary through mutual agreement rather than physical separation. Think about that for a second. Ancient humans may have created privacy not through walls, but through an unspoken social contract everyone silently agreed to follow. But the real mystery is this. Did the absence of private space actually cause psychological stress, the way modern psychology often assumes it would? This is where things get even more fascinating. Research in evolutionary psychology suggests that the human need for solitude may be far more culturally shaped than biologically fixed. Studies comparing collectivist societies where communal living remains common today to individualist Western societies show significant differences in how much personal privacy people actually crave. In many collectivist cultures, constant social presence isn't experienced as stressful. It's experienced as normal, even comforting. That's when everything changed, because this challenges a deeply held modern assumption that privacy is a universal psychological necessity. Instead, evidence increasingly suggests that privacy expectations are largely learned, shaped heavily by the environment a person grows up in. But there's another layer to this that's just as important: privacy of information, not just physical space. Anthropologists studying small hunter-gatherer bands found that while physical privacy was nearly non-existent, there were still strict unspoken rules about certain types of personal information, details about conflicts, relationships, or personal struggles that weren't meant to be casually discussed outside specific contexts. Now here's something that should genuinely surprise you. Even without physical walls, many ancient societies developed strong cultural taboos against staring, eavesdropping, or interrupting private conversations, suggesting that some form of psychological boundary setting may be deeply rooted in human social evolution, even when physical privacy is completely unavailable. Think about that. Privacy may never have been about hiding your body. It may have always been about controlling access to your inner experience. So what does all of this really mean? It means the modern idea of privacy, locked doors, personal bedrooms, solitary living, may actually be the historical exception, not the biological default. For the vast majority of human history, humans lived, slept, and existed in constant close contact with others, and somehow, psychologically, they made it work. And here's the philosophical twist worth sitting with. We often assume that privacy is something humans have always needed and only recently gained, but the truth may be the opposite. Maybe privacy isn't something ancient humans lacked, maybe it's something modern humans invented, and in doing so, changed what emotional safety and personal boundaries actually mean. Maybe true privacy was never about four walls and a locked door. Maybe it was always about trust, the quiet, unspoken agreement between people to look away when it mattered most. So the next time you close your bedroom door and feel a small sense of relief, remember, that feeling isn't ancient, it's remarkably new. And for most of human history, people built emotional safety not through isolation, but through something far more fragile and far more human: mutual respect.